hello, my name's Kevin Vermette. I came from Windsor, Ontario, and I moved to Calgary in 2018. And land-wise, much nicer. More hills. Windsor is flat. It's not very. It's much nicer here. The people are more friendly here, and rent-wise, it's gone up now. For a 2-bedroom, it's over close to $2,000. So here it's cheaper. You get 2-bedroom for $1,000, maybe $400 or $1,000, so it's much cheaper. Groceries, it's cheaper here. You pay only 3% tax. Like milk here is $4.99. In Windsor, Costco is close to $5-6 for 2% milk. So groceries has gone up drastically in Windsor, and the Windsor crime now, it's gone up. Because when I was there, where I live, there was a shooting, there was a stabbing right across from Caesar, so it's gone up. The crime has really gone up. That's why I moved there for work and family, because I'm a security officer. I do the public, and one time I worked for Garda. It's the big company worldwide. I did some armor, truck for Garda. So I've seen it all. It's and I was at a site one time watching a bank, and I pretty well witnessed there was a stabbing. So my field was it's very stressful. But now I can't work because I had injuries doing patrols. But I said, we've been here for 2 years now, and I find it's a very nice land. More hills. There's different cultures here. People get along, and that's how it should be. People are very friendly. Part of the Windsor is a small city, and people usually come from Detroit to go to Caesars. That's a big thing people do now in gambling at Caesars. But now, because this COVID, it really hurt a lot of business.
And what is the tax?
Taxes, I don't know, but houses, it's really gone up now.
But as I think in Ontario, there is taxes are about 12%.
I think so.
And in Calgary,
it's 3.
It's 5%.
5%. Actually, it's 13% now. It's gone up. But house-wise, it's equal now, because house has gone up right now in prices. So I'd say house-wise, it's equal. But here, you pay more for house, but it's equal. Only difference, houses here, I feel, are not built very good. They're built just siding. And in Calgary, if I was if I did construction, you would think you do brick, because brick lasts longer. You save money on your taxes. Your house is worth more if you sell it. I find houses here, the construction companies cut corners. And it's not right that people build homes. And I got taught, you're going to do something, do right. Have some honor. Don't do a half-assed job to whoever you're working for, the client. You do right. And that's the difference. And I find that cars here they last longer, because in Windsor, they use salt. They rust out the car. Here, they use sand. But the problem, they got stones. So if you got a windshield, you get a lot of stone chips in windshield. That gets very costly. And that's and there used to be a racetrack in Windsor. That's gone down now, so that's a big thing. But
what is the average grocery price here for a 2% and in Windsor? Monthly grocery price.
Well, I would say, maybe for 2 people, you could probably spend easily $300 or $400 at Costco here. But in Windsor, you would probably spend 2 people over $1,000 something.
This much different. It means you have to spend near about $600 more.
More, because the 13% tax. The government is gouging people. My family came from Quebec and Montreal, and my grandfather was French. He didn't speak French, but he was French, and he taught me that government steals from us. Government was one of the crookedest. I'm gonna say government backstabs the Canadian people, and they take, and they steal from us, and they have our money, and stick in how we pay all these taxes, but we got nothing to show for it. We should have the best health system. I worked in hospitals as a security officer, where I had to make arrests, because in my field, I'm not to throw handcuffs on people when people trespass, when people start problems. And my field is very stressful, and I was in a hospital one time working in the hospital for Garda, and they told me to watch for people who were actually stealing babies, and that's one of the sickest things. And I seen how our health system works. It's a total joke.
And in security,
Yes.
what average person will earn in here and
It goes by site. You can make 20 bucks an hour, 19. It goes by the site.
per hour?
I'm with the NMATs, and they're it's a very cheap company. We're at 15.65, and our boss trying to give us the 17.18 because we're at the Garda. Some sites for 19, 20 bucks an hour. Work for G4 goes by site, but commissioners were the biggest. Started in 1802. Is from Second War when the vets came back, they needed a job, and we were first around. So their biggest company, bigger than Garda. Well, I'll say not bigger, but they're equal. And G4 now got sold out by Allied Universal. They bought them out. So, but we're first around. So we're first on site before we call the police. And we're the ones that take all the garbage. So yeah, I seen it on my field.
Okay, and what other works you suggest here for newcomers?
I would say mostly, oil was big one time. That's done now. I would say now they're going to hybrid cars. So I'd say, engineering and like electricity, MMATs. That's the thing that now it's booming. Now you see a lot of solar, these solar on houses. So that's the thing now. Solar and getting computer, the tronto solar in my field is booming too, because more and more people are trespassing, doing B&Es, they're doing graffiti, and my field is booming too. So my field too is good, but with commissioners, there's 3 levels. You got level 1, level 2, and level 3. I got my level 1. When you're level 2, you can't talk about sites. It's a hush hush. So my field is very. You could go higher up. I got my level 1, so that's kind of I could work at Army bases. I could work because I got now you level 2, then you can't talk about your sites. It's more, then you're really kind of, be careful. So yeah, it's very stressful, but I can't do anything. I did patrols, had cancer for thyroid. I broke my 6th rib and I was on crutches. So I've been through hell with my health. It's not been fun, very stressful, but you can't give up. I taught be a survivor and you keep on going, man. I got good friends. I got good family that's been there for me, so I'm grateful. And the guy up there, so I had to keep me around. I know I talk too much, but so that's the difference. And I'd say it's gas-wise.
Would you suggest people come here in Calgary
for sure, yeah. I would say, yeah. Winter, I haven't been there for a long time, but winter's gone downhill
And
now.
what will be the average monthly expense for one person here? Including rental.
Rent?
Yes. What you suggest, according to you? What money he needs to survive for a month?
You need more than 20,000 because it's very.
Need 20,000 a month?
One person will need a lot more than 20,000 because one person, because the rent, the person might be able to do it, but it'd be very. Here, you need 2 people working basically because a lot of people have 2 cars here, so they're surviving. You need 2 people working. One person, they could do it, but it'd be
But 20,000 is very big amount.
Yeah, it'd be amount here, but it'd be very tight. You gotta be on a budget. You gotta watch. A person could do it on a
20,000 a year or 20,000 a month?
A month. You could do it by year. I would say at 20,000 a year, it'd be tight. You need more. You need a year to.
Then what will be the monthly expense? Like for house rental or basement rental, I think 650 for one person.
No.
On shared basement.
Shared basement, you might be able to do it, but I'd say 1,000.
Okay, 1,000.
I would say if you got 1,000, 2,000 coming every month, you'd be okay. You might be able to pay
And
your
grocery,
bills.
$200 or $300?
$300 going on a budget.
Okay.
I say 300, and then if you get internet, that's around $80. So you got 2,000, maybe. If you got 10,000 every month, and then you're okay. But for a
But
year,
10,000, how much a person will earn?
I would say 3,000 for one person. You might both pay your
3,000,
bills. Yeah,
okay.
you got to pay your car insurance. It'd be tight. You got. I know some people. They are because they're not working. They took a hit. A lot of people go food bank here, and it helps people. And a lot of people even are maybe doing 3,000. They still need that food bank, so it's tight.
Yeah, food bank or go to Gurdwara.
What's that?
Gurdwara, where we went for langar.
Yes.
Temple, Sikh temple.
Yeah, or a temple too. Yeah, the temple has a food bank too. So here, I got taught that no matter what culture you are, you need to get along and show respect. And you just gotta, here, notice in Calgary, there's different cultures. People need to show respect. And there's a temple here, because I got taught there's only one guy upstairs for everybody. And that's what I got taught. You need to just show respect and get along, because at the end of the day, we're all trying to stay above water. We're trying to survive. We're trying to stay above water. We're trying to make ends meet. And everybody's struggling. Not everybody's struggling. They're trying to, and I think we just everybody's gotta help each other out. Stop this nonsense where you're better, I'm better. No, nobody's better than nobody. We're all equal, because we came here the same way and go out the same way. So that's what I got taught from my grandparents. So, you know.
So it's your suggestion that
come to
come
in
to Calgary.
Toronto. I wouldn't go to Toronto. Too expensive.
Yeah,
they drive very bad. And
because in Toronto, I think house price is near about $2.5 million, $3 million.
It tripled.
Yes,
actually, people when I lived in Windsor, I'll tell you something. When I lived in Windsor, people were moving, buying some stuff up in Windsor because it's so bad. And a lot of people are like Chinese people come to buying stuff up, and because it's so expensive, people are barely surviving Toronto. So people moved to Windsor. Now people are leaving Windsor because it's so bad. But I know people here too are leaving Calgary because there's no oil. That's gone down. The oil was one time booming for oil. That's where everybody came for. That's where jobs were. The trade was oil, but now it's gone down. So people are leaving. Sometimes leaving Calgary too.
It means you are saying that here is only an oil industry, basically oil industry.
It's gone downhill. Yeah, that would make Calgary, and we're still coming back. But now it's all electric cars, and to me, it's one of the biggest scams because. Per person that replace that battery, it's going to cost them double. Average person can afford to replace a battery. It's going to cost them, average person, more money. It's going to be more costly. So I think it's the biggest money scam government's doing. Another way to just soak the Canadian people. Just probably stick it to them. And they've been doing that. Trudeau's been sticking to us over and over. It's not right. Seniors here suffer. I know seniors the government takes every dime from them. They barely survive. You got the homeless on the street. Our mayor in Calgary, to me, is useless. The council could sit there, keep on focus on this fancy arena in Calgary. It's going to cost billions, but they can't even build these houses that are all boarded up. They could build them up into a shelter, help the homeless. They can't even do that. It makes me sick when I see that because in my field.
And what about the lifestyle? Means here is peaceful life, or
well, it's peaceful. There's been a few where I live. There's been a few like Cabesco. There's
no rush, no traffic.
Much. Well, people here drive like Toronto. They tailgate, and sometimes they'll rush and they don't. And there's been sometimes insurance has gone up here because people drive stupid. They tailgate and they drive like Toronto. So that's. Toronto here, it's the same driving, really nonsense. Okay. I wonder where people get their license because to me, if I was I'd be pulling them over ASP. I would take their license and say you're done because show respect. You're gonna drive, you respect the road. There's other people on the road. So, when commissioners, we used to have all the contracts with Calgary. We had a contract with Calgary Police, so we worked with them. So we go hand in hand. We had the contract with them where. Would sit in a car with the radar and would nail these people speeding. So it makes me sick how these people drive like Toronto. They drive really bad here.
But what is the suggestion? Your last suggestion here?
I would say move to Calgary, but oil it's not gonna come back. It'd be a miracle because they're focused on go to solar. Work for NMATs, that's a field, my field, because we always need people to be watched. So oil, that's done.
Okay.
It is finished, and do not go Windsor because it's just bad. Because Detroit's right across from Windsor, and a lot of times people come to and cause trouble games and always cause fights, and then people from Toronto, so it's gone downhill. That's why I moved family and work because I just getting sick of it. And my family's here. I got family in Windsor, but my girlfriend's, her family's here. So I was like, I'm not gonna move back. I love the land here. It's just beautiful. It's
Okay, you love this city.
Oh, I love the city. Yeah, better than Toronto. Because Toronto, I've been to Toronto. It's a zoo.
Okay.
They're crazy there.
Okay, now last message. Subscribe the channel, City Lover.
Yeah, subscribe to City Lover.
Okay.
It's thumbs up. Awesome.